Oh, ahoy, mateys. Hello, hi, and how are you? I don't know why I'm talking like a pirate. I don't know why I'm talking like a pirate. I'm sorry that I'm talking like a pirate. It's Thursday, and if you're here, it's Thursday live. So that means you want to hear some good jibber jabber, some good interaction, some good conversation. Well, I'm gonna do my goodness bestest this to make that happen for you. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. Okay, it is. Well, I got here late. First, let me apologize, Rock With Me Nation, for being on CP time because I'm always on people's bumper about being on time. And I myself was tardy. I was just saying to my wife this morning, in regard to tardiness, I was reminded of the old Best of the Best movie, 1985, which was a great year. James Earl Jones saying, never be late, but with that thunderous booming voice, never be late. You know what I'm saying? And it was like it's disrespect to me, it's disrespect to the team, and it's disrespect to the sport. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and this was martial arts. You know what I'm saying? You think they was doing something else. The way James Earl. Anyway, how are y'all today? I see y'all in here because the comments is full up. I see there is Grand Madam Tarot in the building. Hello, hey, how are you doing, Queen? And it is D Kamoyo King, president of the Black Panther fan group, in the building. What up, sir? Oh, I see Paul Martin in the building saying hi to everybody. What's going on, Paul Martin? What's going on with you, Chief? How you living? You know what I'm saying? And I got some interesting talk topics tonight. I'm gonna take a little time and since this pad is charging, we'll sit it down and let it charge. Hopefully I do not put my foot on it. Well, the heat ain't on. Anyway, couple things we're gonna look up here. I think I did. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness gracious. I think we do got that picture. I need the image, y'all know I use images to, kind of set the menu, set the bar, if you will. And I'll be doggone, I got most of these images. Good for me. Okay, I got them all. I'm tripping. See, I over prepared. I'm so prepared. I forgot I was prepared. Oh my goodness. How has y'all days been? Just wondering, cause y'all always asking me what's happening, what's going on with me, what's cracking with a brother, what's good with y'all. I'm stalling as I pull these images up, but for real though, I really want to know how how y'all been, how y'all day was, what's been going on with y'all, the Rock With Me Nation. And don't be shy. I see y'all in the back of the back. Go ahead and come up to the front of the front. And we can chop it up about a thing or two. Because see, where most people say, that's off topic, I say, sounds like my kind of topic. You dig? Oh, look at my man. It's my man Byron Smith in the building. Byron, what's good, baby boy? He said, let me know when y'all come to Vegas. I'll set y'all up at the John Wick experience. Quit playing with me. Quit playing with me, dog. I be in Vegas all the time, son. Well, not recently, but maybe like about 2-3 years ago. I was in Vegas because we was gonna link up that one time, and our signals got crossed up. But for real, I be in Vegas. I be in Vegas. So next time we gonna have to link up for sure, man. We're gonna have to link up, man. Oh yeah, John Wick experience. I'm with that. Do I gotta bring my suit? Cause I can get snazzy up in that piece. Hey, overdose music. What's cracking, sir? What's cracking, lacking? Welcome to the trip. I hope you enjoys it. Glad y'all came out and said something. Hi, hey, holla. We like family up in here, man. We ain't trying to give everybody the highfalutin experience. Anybody can come in here and chill with us, as long as, you know what I'm saying. I don't know how old you is, and I don't want to mess with you and expose your age. If you don't want your age exposed. But you know how we used to do it at the house parties. You come in peace or leave in pieces, you know, and we can do that. Through those. I'm just talking. Anyway, oh, you say I gotta come dressed to impress. I say less, sir. Say less. I come looking fly. For my John Wick experience. For sure. All right, y'all. I'm waiting for a couple more people slide in here because they said they was coming, and I'm being nice and not starting off and saying, man, forget your, you know what I'm saying? I'm being, you know, a stand-up guy. I like they say, a stand-up guy. And so I'm gonna try to give him a chance. I'm gonna try to give him a chance to slide up in here on some stuff. All right, peace. Holla, B. That is Byron Smith, resident voice talent, actor extraordinaire. He got some movies on Tubi, if y'all don't know it. Byron got some movies on Tubi. A couple of them are decent. A couple of them are, but the way I counter with that is, what movies you got, dog? So if you ain't been up in no movies, you can't be talking. Well, I mean, you can if it's all love, but I mean, you don't want to talk about folks that's doing and you ain't doing nothing your damn self. You know what I mean? So love and shouts out from the Rock With Me Nation, dog. Brother Byron, we love you. We always love you. Be my, if you don't get no bigger. Yeah, y'all know that one. Y'all know what it is. Okay. We almost at that mark. I'm gonna set it up. But you know, I know how y'all like to kind of mill around in the chat and holler at each other and be like, hi, who that just came over here? We don't know you. Say something. Come over here and say hi. We don't talk like that in real life. At least I hope we don't talk like that in real life. That would be most uncouth. Oh, hey y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and say that me and David Pepos are friends, or at the very least, fast colleagues from a professional standpoint, because I'm on the cool list. I have issue 1 of volume 2 of Space Ghost, and I'll get that up for you. A little later. And trust me when I say less is more. Sticking to my new creed, I don't want to give you the whole wham bam skadoodle. You know what I'm saying? I'll talk to you about it and drop you some little things and giblets in there to go with your turkey and your gravy. You understand? You know, because that's how we do it over here at the Rock With Me. Oh, see, I done dropped my banner. I didn't do it on purpose, y'all. Don't beat me up. Boom. Okay. Got fly the colors, y'all. Got fly the colors. There we go. Rock With Me Nation in the building. So it is Thursday, y'all. And if y'all know your boy, I have been kind of on this one incident because people been talking to me about it, and I done got into conversations with it with my comrades, and we done chatted at it, and I think a lot of people don't understand some of the things and some of my stances. So since this is Be Real with D Real, I'm going to take a little bit of time to clarify, constitute even, if there is no constitution there. All right. Yep, here we go. We going right here with it. Okay. That right there is an image of Larry Hoover. Okay. For those of you that don't know, have you ever heard of a gang in Chicago called the Disciples? That guy right there is the founder of the Gangster Disciples. Now, a lot of people don't understand Larry Hoover was around in a time where everybody and their mama was Black Panthering, Black Powering, and powering to the people to beat the band. Now, some of us, why I say some of us, I was just a little weak kid, but some of them went about it in a direct way, which are the people you hear about in history. Others of them went about it in a more indirect way and were supportive of those people who chose to be out in the front. Then you had people like my man. He said, I'm going to take it and make it do what it do for me and mine. We're going to be involved in whatever we're going to be involved in, i.e., the criminal side of the tracks. And my man had a criminal enterprise out of this world. Bear that in mind. He went to jail for murdering someone because he was down with, red rum. You know what I'm saying? He red rummed him. So, in case I get in trouble for saying that word. Okay. And he ended up being incarcerated in 1973. He got a 175 to 200 year sentence that he was already serving. Because see, again, this man been in jail since 73. That's about 52 years. 52 years. On a 175 to 200 year sentence. He be eligible for parole in like 2075 or 65 or some shit like that. Okay, now I'm not petitioning for the release of the man. That's not what I'm saying. Okay, on May 28th of this year. Oh, wait. One more component. He continued to be the head of an ongoing criminal enterprise while incarcerated. So, got caught up for that. It got like another 40 years at it to an already redonkulous sentence. And on May 28th of this year, Donald Trump commuted his sentence. Okay, kids. Now, here's where we learn the difference between a pardon and a commute. When a prisoner is pardoned, that means that he is absolved of all wrongdoing he is currently been convicted of and allowed to walk out of the jail free. There may be some conditions involved, but basically a pardon means your ass gets out of jail. Now with commuting a sentence, that's a little bit different. It could be an advantage or it could be performative. As in the case of Trump and this so-called commute. When you commute a sentence, that means you're removing a portion or even up to, if you want to, all of that sentence. Thing about it, a lot of times when a sentence gets commuted, it gets commuted to mitigate the ridiculousness of the sentence, or he's been good, let's commute some time off of his sentence. Now, after 52 years of being incarcerated, he got incarcerated when he was 23 years old. 52 years would make him 75? 73, 75. My math is off right now. I've been, you know what I'm saying. Anyway, so unless, that's another thing. The charges that got added while he was in prison, federal. The years he got to serve in jail, state. The federal is what got commuted. The state, which is where all the years are, is where the rest of that sentence is. The 100 and something years he got left to do. But we know he ain't gonna be able to do it because the man's 73 right now. Now, I am not saying, I don't know what the judge was thinking. I'm not saying he shouldn't get out. I'm not saying he should get out. That's not what my concern is. My concern is the performative behavior of Donald Trump. Because didn't you know that before you said, I'm going to commute the sentence? Or hell, you the president. You can write a letter. You can just say, pardon that dude. I mean, would pardoning Larry Hoover be out of character for Donald Trump? You know what I'm saying? So I'm not, one way or the other, unless Larry Hoover got some money for me, I ain't tripping on if he goes stay in jail or don't stay in jail. I would love for him to be out of jail because that's too damn long. Okay? You know what I mean? That's too goddamn long. Pardon my French. But, I mean, what did he? I'm going to stop. Because I'm going to start saying some stuff I ain't got no business saying. But my point is, again, I was told the behavior wasn't performative. Or that's not performative. Or he's just doing his job as the president. So, duh. Well, let's go to the comments because I'm sure y'all got some disease. They tried to throw Larry away. Damn sure did. So was quite successful for a good 52 years. DJT must need him to do something for him. The U.S. is slowly becoming Gotham. I was thinking that the other day, Grand Madam. I'm like, damn, it's like Gotham up in this bitch. Or like, it seemed like a rogues gallery of weirdos and creepos are coming out of anywhere. It's like Forever Evil. Is what it's like that event. It's like the villains are just like they've overrun everything, and it's just like, oh, they're coming out of the woodwork, they're coming out the pipes. It's just criminal bad nastiness everywhere. I get it. I get it though. 75, yay, 75. My homie Theo, big little bro. What's up? What's up? Because you bigger than me. You got more subs than I do. Anyway, see, say grandma. Well, yeah, like parts of the Dark Knight in Chicago, so you're not too far off. Ha! Paul Martin, but the Central Park 5 still can't get an apology. And you on your second term. His Royal Highness doesn't read, he just signs. I like that. He thinks most blacks are criminals anyway, so this may be to curry favor. You know, dig that. He ain't gonna say, I don't think Larry Hoover the type of brother, if you do let him out of jail, he ain't gonna say what you want him to say. And yes, Grand Madam agrees with me. That crap is performative. Okay. Speaking of performative and the matter in which something performs, I want to switch gears for a second. Well, not for a second. I want to switch gears. And speaking of switching gears, y'all make sure y'all switch gears and pull up tomorrow evening for Friday Vibing with me at the. Bring what you drink, bring what you smoke. That could be a cigar. And chill with us as we chill, like how we chill when we chill. What is it you didn't know? Oh, she didn't know that. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that either. We learned together. We learned that together at the same time. Look here. We're going to talk about Jurrasic World Rebirth, but we ain't going to talk about it very long because, first of all, the movie was ass. Claude of Mercy. This movie took everything that was good about every Jurassic movie and crammed it in one movie, and somehow it still wasn't good. I don't get how that can happen. I would think in 2025, any Jurassic World movie you make will be the best damn Jurassic movie ever. The best thing about this movie was Mahershala Ali. But every time I looked at Mahershala Ali in this movie, I kept thinking to myself, man, they did my girl dirty on Blade. They did my dude dirty on Blade. Why they won't make Blade? You know what I mean? But he plays an entirely different character than Blade, so don't trip. Scarlett Johansson. Scarlett Johansson. I am not going to question Scarlett Johansson's ability as a thespian because I don't think that's a directly measurable talent. But if you put a good actor in a bad vehicle, they can make themselves shine in it somewhat, a la Ali. Scarlett Johansson wasn't her in this movie. To be the lead protagonist in this movie, ScarJo did not go. And I'ma say no, because it's Bobo. I know that last part was forced, but you get where I'm getting at. But the thing that I thought about, and it hit me all at once, was when was Scarlett Johansson in a movie that she was the main protagonist that we really talk about? Lucy? Ghost in the Machine? Black Widow? So her thing is being in movies. I don't know. Lukewarm reception. What about you stands out and makes me say you should be the one carrying this? I don't know. I don't want to blame it all on her, but the way the story was laid out, it was kind of, I don't know, it was like they were trying to have this modern day, it ain't InGen no more, but it's a pharmaceutical company, and the pharmaceutical company needs the DNA of specific dinosaurs so they can make this medication. And then the whole thing about it is, what should we do? Should we finish the mission and bring the dinosaur DNA back, or should we give it to the world so that everybody can have this cure? And that's the underlying MacGuffin, I guess, in the whole movie. But you are so immersed in the immense badness that is this movie, you just like, I don't even care. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got the little delivery system to get the DNA and it pop off the dinosaurs and fall on them. I don't even care about none of that, even though that's clever and cool. But the movie just kind of, it fell flat. And at no time was it ever not predictable. There. That's what did it for me. If I can tell you before it even happens on the screen what's about to happen, your movie is too damn formulaic. You ain't writing nothing that got some curves and swerves to it that made me go, oh, I wasn't expecting that, or oh, that was clever. None of that. Pedantic. So maybe it ain't so much ScarJo as it is whoever wrote that shit. Let me look it up, because I don't want to be, hey, I bring it to your dome. You know what I mean? I ain't tripping. I got time today. Where is my, oh, you know that I got the, okay. All right. I got time. URASIB. Yeah. Okay, they want the whole thing. Rebirth. Okay. Writer David Cope. David Cope, your treatment was ass. I ain't saying you're not a good writer. I'm just saying the treatment you turned in for Jurrasic World Rebirth that they made into a movie was ass. So if you want to, you know what I'm saying, and as evidenced by, since I'm in here, we can go ahead and get some numbers too while you talking shit. $180 million budget. I don't see where. U.S. and Canadian gross of $321,304,210. So, basura is what the movie was, and it underperformed. You had to depend on worldwide sales to carry you to a number that you even. Let me stop. I'm getting angry. I'm sorry. I just wanted to share with y'all the fact that this movie was ass, and that if you haven't seen it, don't go see it. Because I was that kid, man. When we went to the library, I was looking for books about dinosaurs. I was looking for books about dinosaurs. Whatever dinosaur book you had, I want that. I want to get that out the library. I want that book. And I remember I had this book. I had got this book out of the library. I checked out Danny and the Dinosaur. I remember I checked out Danny and the Dinosaur. My little second grade ass, I was just so happy with that book. And it was just this little kid named Danny, and the dinosaur in the museum came to life. It was like, hey, Danny, what's up? Let's go kick it. He took the dinosaur around his homies. They was chilling, kicking it. He let him ride. He was like being a slide for him. And I couldn't really tell if the dinosaur that Danny had was like a brontosaurus or like some kind of theropod, but because it would walk on all fours and walk on two legs. So I'm like, damn, is it a theropod? Or because see, that's where I was as a little kid. I was into dinosaurs like that. I liked some dinosaurs. So imagine my joy and delight in the 90s when the Jurassic Park series came out, and they banged out two nice ones, and the third one was kind of and then I'm like, oh boy, Jurassic World, they coming back. Oh, that first one I was like, and then the second one I was like, ooh, doin. But then then they had that last one. I was like, so overall, the Jurassic World ain't been it, I guess, is what I'm getting at. So long story short, because y'all rock with me, I rock with you. If you have not seen this movie, don't even PHUCK with it. If you have seen it, tell me, do you agree with my assessment? And at that point, I will jump into the comments. Paul Martin said, really? It sucked? Wow. Yeah, it's a great big Rocky Mountain oysters. Yes. And I'm saying it's me, dinosaur enthusiast. That's like, I'm trying in every way I can to enjoy this bitch. And I just ain't getting no kind of enjoyment out of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, for a dinosaur movie, y'all really F this up. Is what I was thinking the whole time I'm watching it. Dinosaur movie, it should just be real simple. Dinosaurs, insert people getting chased and eaten. Finding a way to get away from the dinosaurs. Finding a way to kill the dinosaurs. The end. Not all this other BS that we got. I don't need all of that from my dinosaur movie. If it's a dinosaur movie, all I need is dinosaurs. And then was few far in between. Grand Madam said, I haven't seen the movie, but there seems to be a pattern. Create a movie for the money instead of the art of cinema. Bling blow, sis. Bling blow. That I agree 100. Movies just, they seem really plastic now. You know what I mean? Like, ain't nobody really trying to like, let me go deep in my bag. It's like, let me get that and give that to him. Nah, bro, get down in there. Get down in there and pull something up out your bag. Don't be chipping off the top, thumping us little scraps and, Jurrasic World. Don't be mad. And don't hate on me, because I read Michael Crichton's book. Ooh, now what? I know what was supposed to be going on, but you know what I'm saying? Anyways, The Island. What about it? You talking about Scarlett Johansson being great in that shit? The very fact I had to think for a few minutes. The island. Oh, yeah. That should tell you everything. That should answer your question right there. I remember Ewan McGregor, right? Matter of fact, I asked you. Yeah. Okay. Bling blah. I have to reboot my phone. I prefer the original Island. Yeah, 2005. Scarlett Johansson and Ewan McGregor. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Anyway, how do you mess up Jurassic Park? And see, that's the thing, Grand Madam. In this Jurassic world, it's got to the point where dinosaurs are common again. So we got dinosaurs getting tangled up in suspension bridges and shit, and stopping traffic, and folks late for work because a dinosaur fell asleep or it got tangled in something on the road. It's that kind of movie. You know what I'm saying? They kind of like Dinotopia it up a little bit. And it didn't need to be. Give me a T-Rex, you know what I'm saying? And a Spinosaur, whatever you got. Give me that and have that just being like Jason. You know what I'm saying? That's a good dinosaur movie. You know what I'm saying? Like if you was turned loose in the wilderness and you knew a bear was stalking you, it ain't stalking right up on you, but it's just far enough out there where you see it pop up every now and then, so you know it's stalking you. It ain't chasing you out now. I'm coming to get you. It's just stalking you. That's some scary shit. You know what I'm saying? So think of this big 5-6 ton dinosaur that want to bite you in the shreds and julienne you in his mouth. Anyway, she was Brie Larson before Brie Larson. The last few have been mid. Yeah, I agree. And hello and welcome, Juju. There's the super chatter in the building. Y'all say what up to Juju, the super chatter in the building. What up, my guy? Yeah. The last few. No lies detected, Juju. Not in there. Grandma said, I want to see dinosaurs and dragons evolve in human form and chase humankind around the world. So, damn, you're dark. So you probably enjoyed the movie Reign of Fire. Remember that movie where the dragons took over and just roasted every damn thing and laid eggs everywhere, and humans had to go underground and hide in castles and caves and shit because the dragons came up out the ground and just burnt up and took over everything? I liked that movie, actually. I like bleak dystopian stuff like that where it's like your decisions as a human race are what caused your damnation or your downfall. So why you crying? You know what I'm saying? Live with that shit. You the one kept digging into the earth and digging into the earth and digging into the earth till your ass found dragons. Ain't nobody told you to just keep digging and digging and digging it. Check this out. I am a firm believer of this, and I know Grand Madam's going to back me because we cut from the same cloth. Then when the earth gets tired of us, you ain't gonna have to worry about if it's coming or how it's coming, because when it come, ain't gonna be your doubt in your mind. This is ELE for real. So yeah, that's what I say about digging and poking and prying. That's why I love them old sci-fi movies, you know, where they dig into the earth and find a giant monster and that thing come out and just start fucking everything up and they can't do nothing about it. And, you know, and by some fluke, mankind manages to survive another day. You know what I'm saying? War of the Worlds. I'm sorry, y'all. That segue was not at all set up. See, this is how not set up the segue was. I don't even have I'm visual ready for y'all. Oh, and I wanted to so bad. Oh my goodness. I saw the funniest thing in the world the other day. It was funny. It was pathetic and funny. It was funny and pathetic. It was so pathetic. It was funny. It was so funny. It was pathetic. Oh my goodness. Y'all, family, tell me. Yeah. Because I don't know why I'm on this kick about bad shit, but tell me. Tell me. Y'all saw that War of the Worlds with Ice Cube on Prime. Tell me you saw it. Please tell me you saw it. It was ass. Oh, it was so ass. It was like ass, like if ass was as high as the Burj Khalifa. That's how ass it was. It was ass-tastical. It was a Asinonian experience. It was ass fibers in celluloid. That movie was so ass. Now see, here's the thing. Your boy Ice Cube. It looked like he filmed that shit on iPhones, bro. Like he was cutting corners like a mug. And the movie suffered. You mad, Q? Don't be mad. Bruh, you laid the egg this time, dog. You lay the egg this ooh Nelly. Now, if you want to laugh really hard, know what you know going in that this movie is ass cakes with a side of doo-doo butter. You might actually get a good laugh out of a lot of it. Cause at that point, when I seen how ass the movie was, and that's at the point, you know, that people usually like disengage and say, this is just too ass for me. I can't, I'm just gonna cut it loose. I kept going with the assery and saw the assery out to its ultimate conclusion and concluded that it was complete and total assery through and through. So, if you wanna laugh really hard or just look at it and go, I can't believe this from the man who made Friday. O'Shea Jackson, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. I understand what you was doing. I understand. I saw the essence of it in the ass casserole. I saw it in there, but it was just too steamed and baked in, and it wasn't enough to just ass. Remember that ringtone? They used to go ass, titties, and ass. Remember that ring? Without the titties, just ass. I don't know what. There ain't no more. I don't even know. Can I go back and look at y'all dinosaur comments? Because I'm like, this is so ass. Disney kind of ruined cinema. Well, God, see, I'm about to cuss. I'm sorry. Why can't somebody bring it back? Take it back from them hoes. We want good cinema. I like going to the movies. It was one of my favorite things to do. It has turned what used to be mom and pop restaurants with prestige behind their names in the McDonald's fast food movie, right? Yeah, that's what I got out of it too. Yes, I love when the dragons burn everything up. It's that kind of movie. The Relic, good movie. Penelope Ann Miller and was it Michael Madsen or David Paymer? I get those two confused because they seem like the same actor to me. I know one of them just passed recently. The one who played Bud on Kill Bill. The Relic. Oh, I'm wrong. It was Tom Sizemore. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know. What, but they got that same look. You know what I mean? They got that. They give off that same energy. Similar energy. Similar. Not same. Similar. Okay. For sure. You see Russia's volcano erupted and shook the dang Pacific tsunamis for 24 hours. That stirred up something all the way over here. Yeah, it was wild. Okay, now we on the cube stuff. Theo put the hoodoo on. Yeah, whoa, that movie is bad. It's bad meaning bad, not bad meaning good. Oh, bruh, and you are blessed for the not knowing. You are blessed, sir, because woohoo, sweet Jesus, Mary and Joseph. I was appalled. I was just like, damn. You know what I mean? Yeah, Cube, this what you're doing to us now? These the kind of movies you're trying to bring us, brother? Word? Is this a jack move? Are you jacking us out, Shay? WTF, my guy. What was going on with this trash fire? Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. You done made some great stuff cinematically, man, but this is not that stuff. I know everybody get a loss. Everybody get lost. Everybody get to miss one time. Everybody get to miss one time. Everybody get to miss one time. Yours was the glass shield. And that wasn't even so much about you as it was about the situation, but it resonated in an angry kind of way, but that's about it. You know what I mean? Anyways, that part. Kamayo said, if Grand Madam ran a kingdom, it would be heads on pikes. I will contribute all I could as one of her loyal generals. At Kamayo, yes, indeed. The Queen of Hearts says, off with their head. I don't know if I want to be in that kingdom. Because if subject to how she feeling that day, I could catch a serious case of dead. So I don't want to do that. It's time to have a conversation about some things. Some of the things that pop up in my head sometimes, and I begin to ask myself questions. Is this really what this was? Was I seeing what I was seeing? Was I hearing what I was hearing? And was what was going on really what was going on? What am I talking about, y'all? I am, of course, stalling for time until I can get the right visual in place. Okay, my bad, y'all. Give me a second. Okay. Almost. Give me one more second. Okay. All right. Now we're ready. All right. I'm sorry. All right. Today's show is brought to you by the letter B. I ain't calling nobody nothing. I was I ain't calling nobody. No, I'm not. See, I'm scared already. I don't, I don't even know what to say. No matter what I say, I'll be wrong. So I'm just like, forgive me. If I did something wrong, please forgive me. See how I think on my toes? That's that improv. Okay. I'm tired of looking at this image because it annoys me, because I think about the ass that it was. So irritating. So irritating. Let me get the I got that one. Okay. Now, I was challenged the other day about some revelations in relation to this character right here. Okay. For those of you that do not enjoy a good gangster flick, that is a gangster flick to end all gangster flicks. Well, okay, I might be doing too much, but it's a damn good movie. This is Scarface, which was released in 1983 and directed by Brian De Palma. You should check out Dress to Kill by Brian De Palma. It's a freaky, tripped out movie. Anyways, though, Tony Montana, ruthless Cuban drug dealer in Miami, handling his business, sending the cockroaches to hell is what he was doing. Now, Tony ain't got a problem offing nobody. Tony ain't got a problem cussing nobody out. Now, the question I am always asked about one Antonio Montana, or the question I always see, I would even dare to say right brain thinkers. And the question is this. It's really simple. Was Tony Montana simping? Think about it. Think about it. Tony Montana killed his boss to get at his wife. His wife. Not his girlfriend, not his side piece, not his jump off, not the girl he was fucking. It's his wife. Now, how you just, all I got is my balls and my word, and I don't break them for nobody. But you out here dirty macking. He sent you to pick his girl up. You out here trying to bust slobs with her. But you the guy I'm supposed to trust. You mad at me? Because I sent some mugs to shoot you over some small stuff, and because I know you're trying to get at my girl. Hey, if I was, you know what I'm saying, that cat, I'd have came got you myself. But I mean, you doing little things like that. And what was going on with the relationship between him and his sister. Felt a little Appalachian to me. I mean, other than the fact that Manny didn't tell him he had feelings for his daughter, for his sister, and I mean, who would? Look how he reacted when he said, "Oh, your sister looked really good," and it wasn't even in no freaky "I want to smash" kind of way. It was just like, "Oh, hey, your sister's really," and he, "She ain't for you," you know. And I'm like, "Damn, Tony, mellow out." All I did was pay your sister a compliment. You need to chill with all that bullshit. You know, that's how I would have responded. If that's my boy, that's my homie and all that, I mean, better go ahead somewhere with all that, man. And so later on, you shoot him? I'd be mad that you didn't tell me that you snuck off and married my sister. And I might tell you to come out in the yard and we run this fade real quick. But after that, I would probably, it didn't have to come to that shit. Because you got this weird fixation on your damn sister. And then when the money starts rolling, when we balling, when you got a nice crib, nice car, you got the girl you want, you got the money and the power, as the rapper Scarface used to say, you start smelling yourself. Why are you smelling yourself? Why are you smelling yourself? Who put this together, huh? Me. That's who. I remember Manny being right there with you. I remember Angel being right there with you. You couldn't have put it together without them. Manny took a bullet for you more than once. But you put it together, though. Maybe he put it together, but you only trust you, and everything you did could have been executed by you by yourself? Nah. Come on, Tony. You ain't put this shit together by yourself. I mean, I feel like our vision gets clouded because all of the other gangster shit he did. Can we separate the gangster from the simp? I know a lot of gangsters that are tricks. So separate the two. And he drank a lot. And he did drugs. Trust me. Trust me when I say folks on cocaine do some outlandish, simpish looking stuff. They're really selfish too. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all about getting that fix. Gotta take care of your people though, man. You can't be talking to them like that. If they mess something up, I see. But don't make them feel like they ain't doing enough. Because you ain't doing enough. or because you feel like you done arrived, be able to say some things or be able to be communicated with. Grand Madam say, no, Tony's not a simp. That's a stone cold alpha move. Ares, the god of war, did dirt like that and worse. Okay. But we're talking about Tony Montana. Ares, the god of war. Okay, let me think about Ares. Okay. Yeah, he took his brother's wife, if I'm not mistaken. Took her literally. But when it comes to this gangster stuff, bros over 304s. Period. You know what I'm saying? If we in this and we doing this together, man, you can't play me out for no woman. You know, if this is what it's gonna be, let me know. And you know, we'll split in half, and you go your way and I go mine. But we ain't getting ready to do this. You know what I mean? Oh, this is what it is. You know, we didn't see the life that Manny was living. We didn't see the kind of life or the kind of money he was making or what he had. But clearly, he was doing something because he had his little stuff on the side. You know, when you know, Tony pulled up to the house and he didn't know what was up. So break bread, show love to the homies first, especially in the game. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, Camello, feel me? You know, he said Tony was on some BS. Grand Map said Tony was on cocaine. Tony was on that too. He forgot the golden rule: treat the loyal well. Because you never know when you going to need them when a whole bunch of Colombian rebels storm your compound. You going to need more than a little bit of help. Yeah, so yeah, when you done isolated everybody, it's too late to ask for help. You know what I mean? And it's a done dot at that point. I hate it for him, but you know, and that's just me. That's how I feel about it. You know, if you're supposed to be my boy, you know what I mean? How you gonna be, you know, sucker ducking me? And then when I do see you, I mean, I'm gonna be mad, but I ain't gonna shoot you. Maybe it was one of them cocaine fueled moments. But that's simple. You don't do that to your boy. You don't treat your boy like that. You don't treat your folks like that, man. You don't be playing them out. If they some suckers, that's one thing. But Manolo was solid. You know what I'm saying? That's your right hand. You know what I mean? He like, well, like he was the king's hand. You kill your hand, everything else gonna fall apart from there because you ain't gonna be able to do nothing. Baby, can you dig it? I knew that you could. Ow. Grand Madam say so-called simps just have a different approach to the same goal and don't go to jail as often. I never agree with labeling men like that. Well, if we're going to go into the traditional definition of simping, okay, help me out, fellas. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you simping, you doing it all over a female into the reckless abandonment abuse of homies, friends, family, and anybody else. Your nose is open for whatever reason. No pun intended. Your nose is open because how she make you feel, or she do it like somebody that ain't never done it like that to you before, and you just feeling some kind of way, or you look like Tony Montana and was like, damn, she's beautiful, I gotta have her, but she got a man, I don't care, I still gotta have her. That's a recipe for ruination in my book. If you putting it above all else. You put it above all else when you recognize the true worth. But then what was the true worth? She was a cokehead too. So if I want you around me all day, that's how I want you around me? I don't know. I don't be no sucker. Don't be no sucker with it. Now, if it's noble and you in love and that kind of a thing, but we talking about, you can't have ice water in your veins and fall in love. Period. You can't. It's too many factors. And I ain't never met Brian De Palma, but I would ask Brian De Palma if I did get a chance to sit down and have a conversation with him, what was the end result when you first made this movie for Tony to die? And is it because Tony let excess become excessive and it done him in? Or was he just like the person, he ain't got that mind to hold together that much power? Because you basing it all on, I'm doing this for you. And then when she ain't with you no more, who you doing it for? You see what happened. Why you even getting involved in this? Oh, I need you to do a favor for me and do this. If you wasn't with it, say you wasn't with it. Can you get somebody else to do this? Oh, but this is for the benefit of all of us. If it's for the benefit of all of us, then I need to come off the coke high and focus. He ain't do that. And let's be honest, the really coolest scenes in Scarface involve guns. So it don't leave, it's bare naked in between. So to me, the simping stands out vividly. Did what Tony was doing with Elvira seem like it was wooing and romancing, or was it like how you talk to a woman at the club to get her to go home with you, or you know what I'm saying, or macking, you know what I'm saying, and yeah, I'm a mac a girl and I can fall in love with a girl I mac, but your circumstances wasn't lending themselves to that. You just took her and said, rah, you mine now. And she went with it because he got money too. I'd be good. I'll be able to get coke. I don't know. I just that's the way it seemed to me. I could be 100% wrong, but perhaps we can debate it at length sometime. Cool action figure that I got for you, that I want you to see, because like I said, it's a cool action figure. This ain't it. This is just a dangerous simps to me are closet alphas. That's an oxymoron, Grand Madam, but okay. An alpha shouldn't have to be in the closet if you are alpha, right? I mean, I'm just a thought. If I'm an alpha, I ain't got to be in nobody's closet. I'm the alpha, and y'all gonna know I'm the alpha. But you're doing it in a sneaky way. That's on some dirty Mac shit. You know what I'm saying? If I'm coming to you and I'm saying I'm the alpha, I'm coming to you and I'm saying I'm the alpha. Whether I say that, you know what I'm saying, with my hands or with my mouth or whatever, if you gonna tell me different, tell me different. Let's talk about it. Let's see how it's gonna end up. You know? Okay. Rock with me, nation. I am working on a custom idea, and I need, you know, raw material to work with. And in that endeavor, I have grabbed one of these. That's that Marvel Legends Yon-Rogg from the Captain Marvel line. My idea is to make Yon-Rogg into the Earth Sentry from Avengers Next. So, you know, we're going to have to lose their head sculpt. And then I feel like switching up the paint job a little bit and, you know, making the blacks white. Boom. So that would come off rather nicely. I've got a Genus Vel with the, you know, with the Kree soldier head, which I am going to take and replace this with. It might even be able to make that celestial flesh kind of look African American. We'll see what we can do, because this is nice. Dirt cheap, man. Dirt cheap. I think I got it for like $10-12, man. It was, and it still got all the articulation in it. It's still a little loose, but it's firm. It was a pretty good deal. Pretty good deal. I am happy with it, and you will be seeing it soon, because I got my Saturdays again. My wife's working on Saturday, so that gives me time to do a lot of painting and, you know what I'm saying, kit bashing. Speaking of which, speaking of figures, somehow you taught me into Simon Bass. I taught you into Simon Bass? How I taught you into Simon Bass? Did you watch one of my action figuring videos where I talked about Simon Bass? Another satisfied customer. Oh my goodness. Look here, y'all. My guy McFarlane has done it again. This is the Doomslayer. Not just any Doomslayer. It's the Elite Edition Doomslayer. Now, I don't know how many of y'all are familiar with the game Doom, but me, I've been playing Doom since it was on the PC. So when I say the Doom Trooper in all his medieval glory is absolutely awesome, bruh, tell me this ain't some of the sickest action figure you have seen in your life. Todd McFarlane put his ankles in it on this one. Oh, by the way, that is real. That is furry. It stroked the furry wall. Yeah, that's soft, man. That's that same material. I don't know. Some of y'all that come from places where they have winters, remember when they used to have these coats that was made of this material right here. It was yeah. Yeah. He's got a little shoulder mounted gun like Predator. Bruh. Oh, that's a nice figure. It ain't got the articulation. The articulation ain't there like you would expect it to be. That's about all the, you know what I'm saying, the bendage I can get out of that before it starts to stress the joints. But then at the same time, I give myself the consolation of saying, well, I mean, look at him, for crying out loud. He's armored. So he's not going to move, you know what I'm saying, like a ninja. He got accessories. And y'all going to like his accessories. Look at this shield. So the shield, if you ain't paying attention, you got these little blades all along the outside of the shield. So he can use the shield. Yeah, like that. Yeah, to shred and eviscerate the hell out of things. Get that in his hand. And act like he. Oh boy, he get a hold of this shield. He got a hold of this shield. Mm. And still can use it to skin. That's just how I imagine, bone and flesh getting ripped to shreds would sound. And I'm just, it's a wild guess. This sounds dark, so I'm going to change the subject. There's this little mace, ball and chain, morning star, whatever you want to call it. And no Doom would be a Doom without a boom stick. Shotgun. He's got a shotgun. Like Ash from the Army of Darkness and not Army of Darkness, but Walking Dead. I'm Walking Dead. Dawn of the Dead. Anyway, this gun is actually pretty effing nice. So, oh, it's me. What's in there? Free. I want you to see the detail on this gun. You see, that's a skull it's being powered by. Gnarly! That's a gnarly friggin' gun. Let's grab a hold of that for a second. See how that looks. Doom, they need a decent Doom movie. They really need a decent Doom movie. That one with The Rock and Carl Urban, that made me mad. I mean, mad. Like I'll fight The Rock over that shit. Like, oh, that bullshit you was making, Dwayne. Come out here and run that face, son. No, I'm just playing. Don't come looking for me, Dwayne. Damn, he one hand in this bitch? He's strong. He one hand in this joint. Damn. It's a nice piece of hardware there. So yeah. Y'all getting, you know you're getting exclusive, right? When I do the video, folks gonna be like, ooh wee. And then he's got a shotgun, which is like SOP in any Doom game. They be, you know, the hands be real hard when you first break them in. You gotta have a different grip hand. We're gonna need a different grip hand. Fortunately, we've got a different grip hand. Actually, we got two. But no, that's more of a fist. This might be a little better. How do they expect the shotgun to sit in your hand? Oh, like that. And I didn't even have to change nothing. There we go. Shotgun. You got a shotgun and a shoulder laser. He's a whole dog with it, huh? So yeah. That's the Doomslayer in all of his elite glory. I do a quick vid on him this weekend, though, just so y'all can, you know, get the particulars. But yeah, that's what we're fooling with today. That's what we're fooling with today. And that's the way we're fooling with it. And that's the way it is. So, oh, woo, woo. Oh, woo, 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 woo. Now. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Look here, y'all. Question. How y'all feeling about Imperial? How y'all feeling about that, John? My question is, what is it going to lead to? That, by the way, is Imperial art by Mark Bagley. Mark Bagley and Jonathan Hickman on the story. And I think that is a version of a T'Challa costume I want to do. It's going to be kind of hard to get that sword, to duplicate that sword, simply because of the hilt. But the daggers on his shoulder, yeah, I got some of that. And then he's got the different little jump. I already got one of those. I can paint it purple. Yeah, I could make that happen for sure. Yeah, that would be clizzy clean. But dealing with Black Panther Imperial in December. Okay, we finally got our wish. We gonna see, or we're seeing, what's going on with the Intergalactic Empire. Ain't the but I mean, are we? Was it something that we wanted to see on a monthly basis, or was it something that we wanted you to stop pretending like the Intergalactic Empire of Wakanda didn't exist? But yeah, I like that outfit. That outfit to me screams much more Black Panther than even the one with the pauldron, dare I say. But I got a pauldron on the way, so I can't complain. Anyhow, Kamoyo say he want more T'Challa in space. Wakanda can suck it at this point. I guess so. You know what? I got a couple of those. But it's got, you see right there at the top, it's got the cat head on it. You know what I'm saying? The panther head on the hilt, on the back of the hilt there. So it's like, how to make that happen? You know what I'm saying? Because all the stuff with the sash and all of that, I mean, I can tear that up. That's light work. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I guess it'll just have to, any sword will have to do. Maybe I can make a spot for it, like to sit on his back. I think I might try. Yeah, and turn that out. And then, yeah, who knows? I might be able to crank you out a Eve Ewing run T'Challa here real soon, and a intergalactic T'Challa. That would be cool. Yeah, I'm gonna focus on making that happen, y'all. I'm gonna focus on making that happen. Okay. Oh yeah. I almost forgot. No, I didn't. I didn't almost forget because it's right around. I knew I was going to. I knew I was going to do it. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm getting at. I'll get to the last topic in a second, but I just want to say a couple of things about Imperial here. As I lightened my footprint at Marvel, I did say, the T'Challa stuff, if it's something worth looking at or looking into, I might try, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm torn. Because as great as that looks, as great as that looks, can you find a cat figurine, take the head off, and glue it on? I got some ideas. I actually have a couple of ideas. So, yeah, I'm gonna make that happen. I'm gonna make that happen. I even want to, like the forearm, like his van braces. I even want to try to find some like different looking van braces that kind of look similar to that. Cause yeah, it looked like they tapped all into the Egyptian. Yeah, I like that outfit. If don't nothing else happen with with Imperial with me, I'm effing with that outfit heavy. I am. That's, thank you, Mark Bagley. Thank you, Mark Bagley. But Mark Bagley always been one of my faves, man. Huh? Say la vie. Theo say, man, seem like Marvel missing us more than we missing them based on the amount of Marvel soldiers constantly coming our way. I'm gonna keep it a buck. If I know, I know. If I don't, I don't. I ain't gonna act like I know when I don't. I mean, and I've heard Theo say something similar, but I mean, I would think that's common sense. If I don't know, I'm not going to say I know, only to get the crap clowned out of me later on down the line. And what was now Black Panther? We don't do that here. We don't do that shit at all. But yeah, Imperial is, it seems like, if nothing else, it's yielded this outfit. I didn't even know the Hulks had an empire. I mean, I knew the Hulks had an empire, but I didn't know the Hulks had an empire. You know what I'm saying? Dude, you say common sense ain't common. Touche, brother. Touche. I guess it isn't. By gump. Anywho, yeah. And I think I want to use like a traditional Black Panther to do it. Wonder if I can find some legs that have like boots similar to that and switch them out. Yeah, because I want that junk to be cold, y'all. Okay. Enough about giving Marvel they shine. Let's get back to some folks that really deserve some shine. Like my man's in him here. Tyler Martin, I wish you would have pulled up tonight, bro. Anywho, the Antagonists. I don't know if y'all checked out the video that I did on the Antagonist issue number 7, Necessary Evil, or as I like to call it, the Destructus Origin. Now, if you read it, or you checked it out, or you looked at my review and got the gist of what was going on, let me ask you a question. And this is a question I asked in the video too. Do the events that occurred in Antagonist number 7 justify Calvin Eval going from being young superhero sidekick to the American Kid Justice to being a ruthless supervillain Destructus? Me? I say yeah. Because the way it goes down, I don't want to give it away, but I brought it up to encourage y'all to pull up and FUX with the Antagonist. If you ain't got it yet, GuyHoodComics.com, pull up. He usually's got a Kickstarter or something going on. Contribute to that. I want to see the rest of this, because I think Tyler Martin's writing is great. He actually writes stuff that I can identify with. You know what I'm saying? And there's not enough of that in comics today. So, I mean, I tried to get him on the show a couple of times. I don't know what happened, but I mean, maybe one day we'll link up. Maybe we won't. But I mean, regardless, I still dig the shit. Okay. It's a refreshing take on an old chestnut. You know what I mean? It's that I'm evil for the sake of good scenario. Or more accurately, evil for the sake of the greater good. Okay. Not necessarily just for good, because good got a lot of evil intentions attached to it. So in a way, I guess you could say Destructus and Ultima make their own form of good. So that might be a way of looking at it. Like I said, I can't say enough good shit about the book, man. 7 issues is all I've been able to get my hands on so far. And if there's more out there, maybe we can have Tyler come by and visit and talk to us at the Vibe or talk to us here and let us know what the plans are for the Antagonists. There's some other stuff over at Godhood Comics that I think is, well worth checking out. And we should give, brother some airplay, man. He doing big things. I like the way stuff going down. Say he was far beyond driven. Yeah. Moyo believes that they are pragmatic more than villainous. Yeah, I mean, but just like it always says on the cover of their comic, and I'm gonna take them at their word because they say, as society defines them, they are supervillains. Pragmatic supervillains, yes, but definitely fall under that textbook definition of supervillains. Again, necessary evil. What they do is so damn necessary. Juju asking, are there any hard copies or trades? As I talk to you, Juju, you are looking at the cover of or one of the covers of their trade. Tyler has issues 1 through 7 in one big book. I don't know how many are available or what the deal is, but if you want the specifics, GuyHoodComics.com, see if they got some. I know they had a Kickstarter for this trade here a while back, and now this, I think, is out on the streets. I don't want to give out no erroneous information. Tyler, if you come across this video, go ahead and drop the information in the comments about the trade, if it's available, where we can copy it at, all of that, man. I got you back, boy. I got you. So yeah, y'all, that is where I'm at, and that is where we are at this point right now. This is what I do over here. If you ain't been over here before, I do action figures. I do comics. I do movies and comic-based movies, some not comic-based movies, as y'all seen with, Jurrasic World. I liked Mahershala Ali's performance. There you go. But yeah, comics, movies in general. If it's a social issue that's on my mind and I feel like I need to say something about it, this is my little soapbox I get on right here. This real time, this real channel, and give you some real spell. That's what I do. So look here, y'all. Y'all make sure I'm gonna be putting out the press stuff, the marketing, all that here in a little bit. But y'all make sure y'all pull up tomorrow night, 5:30, 6:30. Sorry about that. 5:30 Alaska time, 6:30 Pacific, 9:30 Eastern. Friday vibing. Bring what you drink. Bring what you smoke. Bring a conversational mind. Bring an open type of energy, because you got to be ready to receive what we giving in the vibe. And I'm becoming a little too diarrhea of the mouth. But look here, y'all. Make sure y'all pull up for me and Theo. It is fun for us to bring it to you, and we want y'all to pull up for it. Okay, this has been the vibe on Thursday live. Live vibing. We'll be vibing some more tomorrow. Only I have my bro with me, and we're gonna get down for the get down. Look here, y'all. That is it for now. But fret not, I will be coming at you with another one of them other ones. And until I do, y'all be good. Be good to each other.